Thanks for that intro, Mooma. What's up, everybody? Dapper Jeff here, and I was down in Texas last week for the Overwatch League's Homestead Weekend. I got to watch my boys, the Houston Outlaws, go up against the Dallas Fuel in the battle for Texas. Now, unfortunately, the Outlaws have not been having the best season, but that's okay. I got a dish here. It's going to get them fired up, revved up, and they're going to ante up for Stage 3 of Season 2. Come on into my kitchen. I'm going to show you how to make a fantastic Outlaw hummus. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do to prep these homemade pita chips, aside from cut the pitas obviously, is get the oil ready. So we got half a cup of olive oil, along with half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, half a teaspoon of dried basil, and a full teaspoon of garlic salt. I'm going to mix that into the oil, like so. So at about this point, you're going to want to stop mixing. You're going to want to grab a basting brush or a paintbrush you've never used with paint. For the love of God, do not mix paint and food. That's a bad idea. You're going to just get a little dip. You're going to come over to your slices of pita. And I'm going to start with this little guy over here, just because he's the furthest away. Just going to give him a little paint job. You're also going to want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees, like I have right there. And while it's preheating, just paint your pita. Trust me, you'll love me later for this. Alright guys, so for our fantastic Outlaw green hummus, we're going to take our spinach and dump it in a bowl. We're going to take our garlic, dump that in the bowl too. Our cilantro, you guessed it, in the bowl. Last but certainly not least, our green onion, you guessed it, goes in the bowl. Now, if you have a food processor at home, I would say use that. All I have here is a blender, stand blender, that I don't know if it's going to do what I need it to do. So I'm using our trusty stick blender. So, you take your components, throw them into a bowl, and you're going to want to blend it until they're finely chopped. So once we've gotten our greens chopped down into this wonderful greeny paste, we're going to add everything else for the hummus. So right here I've got our tahini that I'm gonna, and if you've never had tahini, give it a shot. It's actually really good. I found it tastes a lot like peanut butter with a little bit of a bite at the end. Add our cumin, kosher salt, lime juice, and here's where I'm fully advocating, get a 15-ounce can of garbanzo beans or chickpeas. They're really the same thing. And then we also have the water. It's called aquafaba, so we're gonna use that. I'm going to add in just a little bit. I'm going to grab our stick blender and I'm just going to start blending this down into our hummus. So now that we've got our hummus over there just chilling for a few, we're going to take our pita chips and throw them into our 400-degree oven. I've got my Outlaw green silicone oven mitt. Slide this right down in here into our oven. And now these don't need to be in here very long. Just long enough to turn like a golden brown and a little toasty, for those of you that remember Mortal Kombat last week. So, now that we've got our pita chips in the oven, I'm going to set the timer for 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Start. And I'll see you guys then. Alright guys, so we've given our pita chips about the 7 to 8 minutes, so I'm going to open up our oven, take a look inside. Ooh, buddy, these look delicious. Look at that. They're beautiful golden brown. I can already tell they're going to be crispy and fantastic. Pull these out from in here. And because they're oven baked, they're a little healthier. So I'm going to let them cool for a minute. I'm going to plate up a dish, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, that's how you make a fantastic Houston Outlaw themed hummus to get you guys amped up for Stage 3 of the Overwatch League. I'm Dapper Jeff, sending love out to my Outlaws. Rock it, ante up. I'll catch you guys next week, but until then, stay well fed.